this place. I came here, last time I came here, they damaged my door. And then, yeah, so they ain't damaged it this time. It's a Marigold in Pooler, Georgia. So I was here for maybe, I think it was like 3.5 hours for 3 pallets of product or 2 pallets of product. It's only $5,000 worth of stuff. But it took them 3 hours to load it, so I don't know what's going on. But that's what you do when you're waiting on containers. Your product might be on one of these containers and the guy might be bringing it out the port, so it could be that. So I'm gonna be on the way home real quick, get my camera and stuff and my personal stuff. And we'll probably get back on the road or make my decision when I get there. But we still gotta go to the truck stop and get fuel first. Going to Dallas, Texas. About 1,000 miles. So we'll see. Good morning, guys. Made it here to, fortunately, last night I pulled in here in where are we at? Alabama, exit 40. I pulled in, I wasn't meaning to stop. I was just meaning to get a Red Bull so I can keep going. I was trying to make it to exit 8 in Alabama, which is 30 more miles. But as soon as I pulled into that last fuel island, the guy pulled out of that spot that I was just in, so I was like, don't mind if I do. So yeah, the guy here last night, man, it was 1:30, what's it, 10 hours ago? Yeah, 12:30. So yeah, last night there was a guy stuck right here getting towed out on the side, but sleep, so yeah, so we're still 581 miles away. Ooh, look at this ball. And we got to be in Fort Worth at 3 o'clock in the morning, so should make it there a good timing. So, but we'll see. Alabama, exit 40. Wish I could make it home to Louisiana, but doesn't look like it. Well, it doesn't look like I have enough time to sit there and stop and go home. But we'll see when we get there. We'll make that decision. to Greenwood, Louisiana. I left Dublin, Georgia this morning by 2 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock Georgia time. So yeah, I think it was right here. Drove 742 miles. I know I was getting it. I only have 2 pounds back there, so it made it much easier. But I'm at the TA right here. Went and got me some KFC. This guy right here is this guy dropped this trailer, so they are towing it away. So guys had plenty notice. Getting this shit towed now. But over here, this part of Louisiana, Texas, it's known for natural gas. No, it's right now, about an hour. You said what? Yeah, 3 o'clock. Baton Rouge. That might be in Monroe. We'll see. we got. Oh man, I gotta restack this real quick. That's what I hate about blind loads. You don't see how it's stacked. Be all over the place though. Let me restack this real quick. Well, good morning YouTube. I got unloaded last night. Appointment was at 3. I think I got unloaded by, had to be like 4 or 5. So I'm over here in this industrial place, and I've loaded down the street from here so I know people can park on the street for a short amount of time. So I'm sitting here doing a 7-hour break. My time is paused, and then it'll continue at when I start driving and when I go get loaded. But on the back end, I only have to take a 3-hour break. So just drive what I want, pause, take a 3-hour break, and go do what I need to do. So right now I'm cleaning out this trailer, picking up all the big wood, and I usually blow everything into that corner right there. That way I can pick it up. I don't want to leave it on the street. Have people not wanting us to be here. So let me turn this reefer on, melt all this ice. I am picking up a dry load. So yeah, let me get started on that. I might post the camera down for a little bit, see y'all can see me blowing. Hey, but yeah, let's get cleaning. it too far yesterday. I just made it into Tyler. For some reasons I don't like driving during the day. It's a lot of bad drivers out during the day, so if I get a chance to stop and just do most of my driving at night, I tend to do that. So after we got loaded yesterday, I made it here to Tyler, Texas at the Sefco. It's one of my usual go-tos out here when I come to Texas or Dallas. We got 350 miles into Baton Rouge, so good little distance, but I'd rather do this at night when there's not that many drivers out, not that many four-wheelers out, because sometimes it gets ridiculous out here, people's driving habits, and it seems like it's become normal to drive reckless, to people diving from the fast lane all the way to the exit last minute. I don't know if that's always been going on, but I've just been recently seeing that happen a lot right there. So, but let me quit my crying. Let's get down this road. I got to be there for 8 o'clock, so I got a little under an hour to spare. So going down 49 in Louisiana, that's a road that's not traveled as much, because you gotta be going to a certain area to hit that road. So yeah, even if you're going down to Florida, even if I was going down to Florida, that would make sense to go that way, I still wouldn't take that way. I would go to Jackson and take what road is that? I don't know. 49 all the way in the Gulfport, or in Mobile actually. 49 turns into 98 and then go into Mobile that way. So we'll see. Well, right here, right outside of Alexandria, Louisiana, and this specific junction you got right here, if you continue 165 south to 71, that way takes you towards Fort Polk, Louisiana, right? This way will take you back to my hometown of Monroe, Louisiana, but for the sake of this story, this way will also take you to Camp Beauregard here in Alexandria, right? So what is so interesting, or what made me want to tell this story, is Fort Polk is maybe about an hour south here, in the middle of nowhere. Right, the town is Leesville, Louisiana. That's the town that borders. That's right outside of Fort Polk, right? So I've spent a lot of time in Alexandria because there was nothing to do down there. The biggest town is either Lake Charles, which is still a small town, and then after that you go to Houston or New Orleans or Baton Rouge, somewhere like that, right? But most of the time we came up here to call it Alex. So one day we do a lot of training here. It's nothing but woods. We come up to Camp Beauregard to do some training with some other engineers, right? Some National Guard engineers. So we ride. If anybody's ever been in the military, you ride on the back of trucks, and it's not comfortable. It's cold. Yeah, you got to prepare for it. So it's cold. We're you know, we do our training. We're on the way back, and we're in the back of a Humvee. And most people, when they think of Humvee, they think like, oh, people that don't know, they think, okay, best all-terrain vehicle that you could buy. They don't really know the limitations and never drove it, so they don't know it's not really that good. I mean, it's good for war and all that, but it's not, you know, what it's all hyped up to be. So we're going, we're headed back towards Fort Polk. We're done training for the day, and we're in the back of this Humvee. If I can find the picture, I will post it. I'll post it up here. But we're riding down back down 71 headed towards Fort Polk. And if you ever rode on the back of a Humvee, or if you ever drove a Humvee at highway speed, which would be 55 miles an hour or more, it feels like you're in a spaceship coming back from outer space, and you're re-entering the Earth's atmosphere if you're going that fast in the Humvee. It's loud, it's top gear, it's y'all already know. So we're going back down towards Fort Polk, and the truck just doesn't make a bang, but it just starts bouncing. Right? So the guy starts slowing down. He doesn't slow, I mean, 55, you're not going that fast. He starts slowing down. Then a couple seconds later, boom! We're leaning like this, because you got your back, there's like a guardrail up, and then there's like a soft top that goes behind the guardrail, right? But you got like it's a bench, kind of a foldable bench, right? So boom, boom, we lean back, and we're like sideways like that, right? We're all scared. We're like, whoa, we're thinking roll over, right? Since, you know, we train for rollover drills, right? But in the soft top, if you roll over, you're pretty much over. So, but that's our mind frame, right? So the guy gets it on the shoulder, and the truck commander, which is the TC, right? He gets out, and he's asking, oh, are y'all okay back there? He's yelling through the tarp, right? Are y'all okay back there? Y'all okay back there? And you're like, yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, guys, get out, get out. So we're getting out the vehicle. We're getting out the back of the Humvee, right? Because it's like kind of like a tarp, and it has a door. And you buckle it in, you know what I'm saying, to keep all the cold air out. But so we open the thing, we jump out. One of the wheels, the rear wheel on the Humvee, came off while we were driving. And yeah, when I seen that exit, we're coming up to the exit, it made me think of that story. It's very it's one of those things that, like, oh man, that's dangerous, but in the Army it's like, oh, well, what do you expect? You know, another day in the Army, right? So yeah, that was pretty hilarious. But we sat there. We actually got in another vehicle, and our mechanics had to come with the wrecker and pick it up and tow it back to base. So usually that's if it's to a point that, like, in the military, there's like steps to recovery. So it's trying to, like, okay, see if you can fix it. If you can't fix it, see if you could self-recover, right? So most of the time we carried tow bars, a big bar that kind of made the truck that you're towing, it made it into a trailer. It had two bars that you connect to the bumper, and it had a little pintle hook that you would connect to the truck that's dragging it, right? And yeah, so try to fix it. If you can't fix it, self-recovery. If you can't self-recover, then that's when you push for somebody else to, the outside source, to recover it, right? So they had to bring the wrecker since it was that's something we can't just fix on the fly. We don't keep tools with us. We do have a mechanic with us, but it's like he can only do so much. Like a wheel flies off, I mean, unless he could just put it back on, you know, there's nothing really much he could do without parts and, you know, tools. But yeah, that was my thought process coming through here. Alexandria, it's I actually spent a lot of time in Alexandria, between Alexandria and Fort Polk, and then even down here south of here, my best friend, that's where he met his wife, down here. So we used to come down here as well. Yeah, that's when we were younger, before the military. We used to come down here, and she's from a little small town out here in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, that was my little story for Alexandria. I try to, it's just every time I go through areas, I remember something that I did or something that happened, and just through my life. So I know when we go through Baton Rouge, I'm not gonna go all the way down to 10. It doesn't make sense. I'll just cut across 190, and depending on traffic, either take 190 to 110 and then go down into 10, or cut down into 10 before the river and then just jump the bridge that way. But it just depends on traffic. Baton Rouge, early in the morning, going up that bridge, it's a dead cause. You might as well try to find your way around, or especially if we gotta be there at 8. I don't want to be held up on the bridge. Right now, so far, we got like a 30-minute window. I got a 30-minute grace period. So, yeah. Let's get it in Baton Rouge. About 50 miles out. Haven't been this way in years, but I do remember this little, well, not little, this bridge right here. Probably been this way was 2015, 16. It's been a while. So if it was 2016, that's 7 years I've been this way. Been a long time. The last time I was here, I was with TMC.
Mr. Boogie.
Fucking Mr. Boogie.
You got top of the morning. What's going on? Be quick on here, but I'll set it aside. That's all they got on there?
stadium of the greatest college football team right there, LSU right now. Let's go. See what we got. From what I read, it was a bunch of IV bags. Not much to see, but light load, 11,000 pounds. That's a good. Let's get back into this door. Right there.